Hi readers, it's Miss Winter here. I am excited to begin our next read aloud with you today. So here we go. The next book that we will be reading is called The City of Ember by Jean Dupro. All right, so let's take a look at the beginning of the book to start with, which I really like this cover art here. I think it's pretty beautiful. I'll go through here a little bit. Okay, and if you do notice too, on this page I see that it says book one. So I do know that there are other books that follow along in this series. So if you are interested in reading more about this after we're done, if this sparked some interest, there are other books that you can read after this. Here it says text copyright 2003. So this book is about 17 years old. And something cool here is in the beginning of this book, they do have a map of the city of Ember. If we move on to the next pages, you can see it goes a little bit closer to show you some detail. So there's the legend in the upper left corner. Feel free if you'd like to at this point to pause the video, kind of zoom in and see some of the stuff in the city. Here is some detail from the right side of the map. Again, if you're interested, feel free to pause the video, kind of scroll in and take a look at some of the things that they've got in their city. All right, let's get started with our next read aloud. The instructions. When the city of Ember was just built and not yet inhabited, the chief builder and the assistant builder, both of them weary, sat down to speak of the future. They must not leave the city for at least 200 years, said the chief builder, or perhaps 220. Is that long enough? Asked his assistant. It should be. We can't know for sure. And when the time comes, said the assistant, how will they know what to do? We'll provide them with instructions, of course, the chief builder replied. But who will keep the instructions? Who can we trust to keep them safe and secret all that time? The mayor of the city will keep the instructions, said the chief builder. We'll put them in a box with a timed lock set to open on the proper date. And will we tell the mayor what's in the box? The assistant asked. No, just that it's information they won't need and must not see until the box opens of its own accord. So the first mayor will pass the box to the next mayor, and that one to the next, and so on down through the years, all of them keeping it secret all that time? What else can we do? Asked the chief builder. Nothing about this endeavor is certain. There may be no one left in the city by then, or no safe place for them to come back to. So the first mayor of Ember was given the box, told to guard it carefully, and solemnly sworn to secrecy. When she grew old and her time as mayor was up, she explained about the box to her successor, who also kept the secret carefully, as did the next mayor. Things went as planned for many years. But the seventh mayor of Ember was less honorable than the ones who'd come before him, and more desperate. He was ill. He had the coughing sickness that was common in the city then, and he thought the box might hold a secret that would save his life. He took it from its hiding place in the basement of the gathering hall and brought it home with him, where he attacked it with a hammer. But his strength was failing by then. All he managed to do was dent the lid a little, and before he could return the box to its official hiding place, or tell his successor about it, he died. The box ended up at the back of a closet, shoved behind some old bags and bundles. There it sat, unnoticed, year after year, until its time arrived, and the lock quietly clicked open. And that is where we will end for today, readers. I hope this has sparked a little bit of interest for you. Make sure that you go back into Canvas to answer our discussion question for today, and I look forward to reading this again with you tomorrow.